Hello. We're
Yaha!
back. My computer completely lacked up.
Hell yeah.
My tavern was just too fancy.
It was too fucking sick and shit.
It was too sick. The game couldn't handle it.
It you know, sometimes you want to dwarf, but you dwarf too hard, and your whole computer just
So autosave 1,
dies.
I think, or is it autosave 2?
It's 1. That's your 101. Oh, where'd my stream go?
We don't know how much progress we lost, which might be unfortunate, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yep, nope.
Well,
No,
yeah.
there aren't my bedrooms I made or the temple.
Her.
That's still there though.
Oh, hey, that is still there though. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There was a save midstream. That's good.
All right.
That's
Well,
the shit that
now that we're not shooting the shit, we can just go ahead and get this going again.
Oh yeah, dude. I alluded to this as a brainworm earlier, but there's a new Deep Rock Galactic season coming out next month.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Infestation Part 2.
I like that they're kind of having a narrative with it.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're doing with their seasonal structure. It's like the first season is like the setup for new stuff, and the second season is an elaboration on that new stuff. And I think that's pretty cool.
I think you're pretty cool.
That's cool.
That's pretty poggers.
That's pretty poggers. That's so pog. That is so pog.
Hold on. I fucked up a little bit.
That's so pog. Yeah, but I have not played very much DRG after I like finished the season and I got all the stuff and I was like, all right, well, I'll be back. I'll be back when there's new content. It's kind of one of those games for me right now where I put myself in a spot where it's like, hey, I don't have all the shit in that game unlocked yet, but like, all 4 of my dwarves are like silver rank or some shit, and I'm like, all right, well, I have to play too much more, and also none of my friends are actively playing it right now.
Occasionally, I'll get a fucking because here's the thing. I'm actually one of those people who doesn't mind playing Dwarf Fortress solo.
Oh, I mostly play it solo.
Yeah. It's kind of, when you're alone, it's kind of, like, weirdly, like, calming, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Also, you can just have the Bosco mine everything for you. It's great. You just tell the little robot, like, yo, get that. And sometimes it knows what you're talking about. Sometimes. Fortunately, we don't have any funny robots here.
You can just
We're the funny robot in this game.
You can just explore the cave at your own leisure and not have to worry about people.
Yeah, I will say though, like the sort of like real nice sink your teeth into gameplay stuff is definitely like when you have multiple people. And then you crank the difficulty up and it's like, yeah, let's go. Gaming. Oh man. Also, season 4, they're adding a rocket jet boot power up you can find in caves that gives you like a jetpack.
Oh, so it's like a power up.
Yeah, it's a power up. That's their way of balancing the ability to fly. Is they're making it like a collectible power up inside of an actual like session, which I think is really cool. I'm kind of hoping it's not the only one, but I wouldn't be surprised if just the jet boots is like the one power up the game launches with.
Is anyone still in the chat?
No, yeah, I mean, probably. We had a DC. I mean, you can actually. You should probably do an that you came back online.
Let me check. Let me check it on my actual Twitch page. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
I'll do an @ in my server too.
Hey, don't do that.
So,
Nope, sorry, nope.
sometimes I'm like, should I @ people for streams that aren't mine? Wait, it's my server. Why? Why am I asking? Who am I asking? Myself. Whatever. One day I'm gonna walk into one of your streams doing some shit that's gonna make all my normal viewers terrified, and it's gonna be so much fun. Smile. Smile. Anyway, so dwarves, huh?
Yeah, dwarves.
We're gonna have to make sure we have a little spot for that temple carved out. Temples. So the game kind of feels like it suggests that you build like little altars and pedestals and stuff for your temple. You don't have to do that at all. They're just purely decorative. They're just a value item that is kind of not associated with temples, really. But there might be some rituals that dwarves perform that use altars, but your ability to
I want to make it look nice.
Yeah. But if you want to, like, I don't know, the player lacks the ability to pry specifically into the rituals of particular religions in that kind of way, at least as far as I'm aware.
Oh, I need to go topside and get them to chop down more trees again.
Oh yeah, you gotta designate that. By the way, you can zoom out by holding control and then scroll wheeling, which can make it easier to select stuff.
There you go.
Particularly in this instance. You can select a whole bunch of stuff. God.
It's fucking...
Chop. Chop
that shit.
A thing to be a little careful of when you're using the woodcut designator is you want to try not to designate the like upper portions of a tree, because dwarves can't reach that. Or worse, they'll try to reach it.
And then eat shit and die.
yeah, your dwarf will climb into a tree and then like... And yeah.
I gotta start from the top down.
All right, Minecraft, let's go. Because creatures, including dwarves, can absolutely walk on tree branches and shit. Careful.
All right.
And lumberjacks aren't smart enough to use the stepladder for some reason. Unlike gatherers who know very well what the hell they're doing. Oh, yeah, I recommend... Hold on. Oh, you're building a floor, sorry. Yeah, continue, sorry. I thought you were building a ramp.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, to build a roof, you're gonna want to build a ramp. However, you want to make sure that ramp is on the outside of the building. That way you don't have like an open tile that you have to deal with. So you can also do stairs. I prefer just doing like a ramp along the outside wall, because that's like a simple, like, it goes up and that's it. And that way you can give dwarves a way to get up on top of the walls, and then they can fill in, the middle part with stuff. So it becomes a building and not just, a garden wall like you have right now. Which if an invader really wanted to, they could just, jump over the wall, probably. Elves absolutely will just jump over that wall. Not to mention birds, anything that can fly.
All right, we're seeing good on wood now.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Good on.
Keep in mind though, wood only stores as like 1 unit per tile, because. So.
So let's see.
You can't. Through normal gameplay, you cannot compress wood stockpiles, which is a little. I wish there was something you could do.
Yeah. Like
process them into planks. You can process wood into blocks, but wood blocks can't be used in most like crafting and building stuff that wood is, so it kind of defeats the purpose.
Anyway, so let's make a temple. Do we just set a zone for that, or?
Yep, you can just designate a zone. So that's a meeting area. It's much like a tavern, where it is a meeting area, and then you define the meeting area as a temple. By the way, select the walls as well.
Ah.
So the walls are important because the walls add to the value. So, oh wait, you're gonna want to click on the meeting area itself, and then click the paintbrush to allow you to edit the area.
Oh, okay.
Because walls are value, and this means that this will also the front walls too on the left side. And fuck it, the door, why not? There you go. Keep in mind that zones that have overlapping areas will have reduced value. So yeah, click that. There, you got it, you got it. And then the temple. And no specific deity. Also, there's all your religions. That's how you see the list of all the religions that exist, at least in your fortress.
See.
There's a lot of them. There can be very, very many of them. I have legit built like 30 temples before in like a larger fortress when I was trying to like get when I was spoiling my dwarves, I have built 30 temples.
All right, let's get some bedrooms going.
You know, Sangria, you could commission them to build statues of snakes. That's a thing you can do. And statues in this tile set actually display the sprite of the creature they're depicting.
Ooh.
Another reason why statues of pigs is very funny to me. Because it's just pigs. It's pigs.
I got a bubble puff. It begins. Yeah, but let's get some fucking bedrooms in here.
Yeah. So you have been making beds. BFB, build a fucking bed. That's the input for that.
So you said that you need to be like kind of like right here.
Yes, where the door is. Generally speaking. For these, you can set this to use closest material because these are all functionally the same.
Okay, dog.
BFB. So use closest material. Oh, and keep building after placement. You gotta make sure you check that box. That gets unchecked when you refresh the session.
BFB.
There you go. And then it'll stop you whenever you run out of your stock. Music in this game is very good.
Okay.
And you can change the frequency of the music if you want. It's in the settings.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like this. So now we need to build cabinet.
Yeah. I think you might not have those. Oh, you do have chests though, so that's fine one way or the other. Okay, yeah, build chests instead.
Oh, okay. They're the same thing essentially.
No, they're different and they have technically different functions, but you do have chests, so you should put chests down. I'm looking at your stockpile on the top left, and I can visually confirm that you have chests.
Where are you? How do you seeing that?
In the top left of the screen, I can see your stockpile. There are chest sprites inside that stockpile.
Oh! I see. Okay.
I'm looking at the physical stockpile. I haven't hacked your save file, and I'm not looking at your stock screen or anything.
Stonks. Chest.
Stonks.
Chest. 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 So many chests. Okay, we're out of chests.
Yeah. You don't have to worry too much about every bedroom having every amenity.
Especially
like
if they're not being used at the moment.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of should, like, what I usually will do is I will set a recurring order for building these sorts of objects, and I'll have it be like, all right, if we're ever under 20 of these available, build 10 of them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of thing. That way I'll always have like about 30 like bedrooms worth of furniture lying around. You know? The default population cap is 200. Okay. So the upper limit of stuff is going to be 200.
That's more than enough for now.
Hey, look, someone's already hanging out in the temple. They got their dog, they got their duck, they got their flea. Oh, the flea's gone. There's a flea there. And a hamster and a grasshopper.
Where are y'all getting this shit? Oh, there's a tick.
Oh, they're ticks. Those are ticks. Ooh, we gotta deflate the snake. Oh, we got 2 of them. Hey, wait, I'm gonna fall! Hey, wait!
Ah.
Ah!
Just. I can remedy that.
I'm in the ambiguous somewhere. I'm just on the shapes.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. You know, if you guys get that bubble big enough, I can just sit on that.
Oh, that'd be cute.
You know, a way you could make that sprite bigger is if you just had a different source of your PNG software that was just a different size, and you could just like toggle the visibility between them.
I like the more like I like the control I have.
The one and done, the one and done,
yeah.
one-dimensional kind of control. I get that. I absolutely get that.
Yeah, because I with OBS I can just kind of do this.
I'm a freak with macros that do stuff. Yeah. I'm a weird freak, and I have weird macros that queue up animations and sequences, and I program ways for my different scenes to animate between different. It's a whole thing. Other people don't have to stream how I stream, and honestly, good for them. Don't stream how I stream, unless you think it's cool. In which case,
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and having ADHD makes it really hard. Oh, it's so hard.
Wow, you too.
I know, right?
Okay.
It's if we're wondering why, hey, there's that one bug in your stream setup. Why has that been there for like 5 months? Well, you know, because I haven't fixed it.
Pan wants to borrow your brain.
When I'm done with it. You can have it when I'm done with it.
I think Ozzy is gonna get you. Ozzy's gonna fucking get you. He's gonna fucking get you.
You see, your dwarves are enjoying the temple. Very nice. Temples are interesting.
It's not sure smooth out the floors in these, too.
Oh yeah, the bedrooms, smooth out the floors in the bedrooms. Don't worry about the hallways themselves, but yeah, the walls and the floors that make up the bedrooms. Oh, smoothing is in V. It's a tile improvement.
Ah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And you can... I do recommend you do the walls too, which means you can just box select like literally every single bedroom in that line all at once. Nice and simple. There you go. And yeah, don't worry too much about the hallways. No one owns the hallways. They do care if they look nice, but not as much.
No one owns the hallways. This is a... Also, I should probably just smooth the floor in here too.
Yeah, and the walls.
I know, shit.
And the walls, it's important.
I mean, lost all the cool engravings in here.
Yeah.
You know what? I might do a safety save.
You should.
Where do I do that again?
It's the escape menu, or the cog wheel at the top right. And then save and continue playing, which is the second option. And save to this timeline. Oh, right, that. Oh yeah, you do name manual saves, whatever. It's fine. I can't say that. I mean, you can type it.
Say whatever the fuck I want.
Fuck yeah, baby. Your chat's fighting.
Please don't kill one of my partners with a Nerf gun.
Thunk.
Please don't kill Pan on Minecraft.
I love fortresses that are just like positive connotation. You live like this? It's great. It's great. I aspire to caring less and being more like I was when I first started playing and just kind of slap shit down. Because honestly, that's the best way to be.
Pan, are you actually allergic to Nerf bullets? That would be unfortunate.
That is kind of funny. That's a little funny. Oh, this game's so good.
This game is pretty cool.
This game's so good. You know, it's an idea that I was thinking of doing one of those games where I make a fortress and then I share that save file between several people and we trade it off.
Interesting.
I feel like something like that might be a little
so
interesting.
it's like Dwarf Telephone.
Yeah. Like one person plays for, they have it for a weekend, they play for X amount of time, then another person does.
And then they go
without communicating what happened.
And then you get to like the fifth person, and you're like, "What the fuck is this shit?
What's going on?"
And
then you get back around, and then someone has built like a secret like doomsday device in plain sight, trying to hide it from the next person who gets it. And then it's like set up so a dwarf steps on a random pressure plate, and then the entire fortress gets filled with lava while the other person is playing, and it's very funny.
Also, the
snake bigger.
Snake big.
Thump.
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 That's still a good spot for you right now.
Thump.
Thump.
Hey.
Aww.
If it wouldn't literally cover your face, you could put me inside the bubble. I'm just thinking of like stupid spots I could end up. You see that kid guiding that goat all the way from the bedrooms up to the pasture? Why was that goat all the way down there?
That's it. That's her friend.
That kid had to take that goat so far.
Oh yeah, I need a.
Yippee! Yeah, you're out of wood. Oh wait. Oh, those might be old. You have wood now.
Yeah, these are old.
Yeah.
Spring's arrived. We got a horse.
Yippee! No migrants. So
that's
the amount of migrants you attract will be relative to the wealth of your fortress. And if you don't have that much shit,
we're engaging in migrantless behavior.
Yeah, you're kind of living in a dirty hole right now. you're in that dirty hole phase.
You're a dirty hole.
Sometimes.
You know what? You mentioned statues, snake statues.
Right. So, okay, so the way you're going to do this, it's a little weird. So you're going to want to find your stone cutter, which is on this floor. It's the middle workshop on the north side of your little workshop donut. And there you go. You want to go into, I believe it's add task. So just add a task. I think this is how this works. And then you would just do, like, say, stone statue. Or, sorry, it's rock. Excuse me. Rock statue. And I believe you do that, and then you click on the spyglass. That's a part of that. And then you can specify the image.
Oh.
And this is where you get to customize the artwork. So you can specify a new image. So, yeah, you can, like, pick, like, pre-existing stuff, and then creature. And there's a couple different kinds of snakes. You can definitely throw in like a snake woman or like a cobra woman. There you go.
Ooh.
And you can click on these other categories after you click on this. So there you go. It's an image of... So that yellow text is currently the description. Oh. And then you can add in other objects and add in relations and stuff like that. Like,
ooh.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Not historical figure.
Yeah, you're not gonna know this. I mean, you could technically your own dwarves are in the historical figures, but yeah, these are like generic shapes. There are a lot of shapes. These are all the shapes dwarves know about. These are all the shapes that exist.
Mm-hmm.
All of the shapes known to dwarves. Also, you get to pick the number at the bottom. Ooh. So it could be like a snake surrounded by 500 mountains or something.
Oh god.
And yeah, these are just generic objects. There's a lot of them. Egg. Sorry, my eyes laser focused.
I don't know what most of these are.
You are generally better off just thinking of a thing and then typing it in because it probably exists. Also, a lot of those are like instrument parts, which are procedurally generated. The musical instruments in this game are procedurally generated. So you'll see like some nonsense words, and it'll be like, "What is that?" Like, oh, that's a thing the game has generated for the people's cultures.
No.
Well,
no balloon.
If you tell me what you're looking for, I might be able to give you something close to that.
I was thinking like a balloon.
I think bubble.
A what?
Bubble might be in there. No, I mean sphere and orb. Those are in there.
Maybe that's probably under shape.
Oh, that's in shapes. That's in shapes. Bubble might be in shape too. I think it's just orb. Orb and sphere are redundant.
The fuck?
Wait, is it? Huh? It's not shape? Weird. Actually, orb might be objects. I think orb might be objects. I know there's ball. Ball is an object. Where's orb?
Guys! Just fuck!
Ball! Ball. I guess circle. Circle's a shape. That one's in there somewhere. There it is. Circle.
Sure.
And a circle, and you can change the relation by hitting action or relation. So X and Y, there you go.
Just admiring. Pondering the orb. Is there pondering?
Damn,
I don't think
there are things similar to that, I'm sure.
Screaming, refusing.
Screaming. There's a lot of. I love, like, it is a depiction of an alligator man. The alligator man is surrounded by 10 images of red cabochons. The alligator man is screaming.
Devouring the orb. Cringing.
Embracing.
The X is cringing.
I mean, embracing.
That's pretty cringe.
Embracing. The circle.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so descriptions will describe the objects that exist in the artwork, and then we'll go on to describe.
Is there any way to like save this as a template for other statues, or do I have to do this every time?
It might remember it. I don't remember.
Or can I have it set to make
multiple
multiple
name.
of the statues?
Click on name. I think it does. If you click on name. So this will be the name of the image you're creating, and you can. I think you'll be able to refer back to this.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, this is the name creator.
So I can't just type it in. I gotta go by.
Yeah, you have to. It has to be in Dwarven. It does have to be in Dwarven.
Have fun, hi.
Okay. You're also on the front compound. That's all. Snake. There you go. Snake.
So what's front compound mean?
You'll just click on it. Snake the towers. So you see how there's like so you already have two things in here on the bottom. Hit clear on the bottom two things that are highlighted red. Snake. There you go. There you go. So then you can have like snake, and then if it's a rear compound, it would be snake.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, so you can have it be like
Rose Snake.
Rose Snake. Used to Barolith.
Of the
like
orb.
a title. As though it's a title. Or of. Actually, oh wait, the name generator I think has orb in it. It does. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the names. Bro, snake the orb, hell yeah. Can I get an inflate the snake in chat?
What's the second adjective and stuff?
They're adjectives. And hyphen compounds and stuff. The adjectives are what they sound like.
The orb.
The orb, you can do that. The orb, and you can have adjective round.
Ooh, yeah.
That's probably in there.
Yeah. Yeah!
Round orb.
This is stupid. I love it.
Hell yeah. I had a dwarven civilization I had a dwarven settlement on stream that was named the Bald of Balding. And it was like I don't know what kind of onomatopoeia ass dwarven that was. I don't remember what it was in dwarven. But it was like a weird tongue twister. Because it was the same like 2 syllables over and over and over again.
I think I like Roast Snake the Round Orb.
Yeah. And you can hit done. Done.
Cool.
And then hit done again. I think it probably will commit that. Either way, that's going to be an easy thing to remember. There's not too many moving parts in here. All right, and there you go. They should be making an image of that. So now you just have to wait for a stonework.
Can I have it make multiple?
From here, you can have them. So, okay, your only options right now are to have them make this statue until they literally physically can no longer make more of them, which is not a good idea. I think there's a way with work orders to order a specific like image. But yeah. I don't. Okay, so
or can I set multiple tasks for make that statue?
You can actually check right now if it saved that image, because I think it might have.
So
if you make another rock statue, and you'll be able to like make this as like other stuff other than statues theoretically. So yes, the second one. Yeah, there you go. Specify image. Where would it be?
Existing image.
Existing image. That's it. There you go. So you have some stuff for your civilization already in here, and then the middle one is, notice how it says group commission?
Oh.
The way they contextualize player created stuff is as though it were a commission from the site government.
I love it.
Who is the player in Dwarf Fortress? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Did someone put in a Inflate the Snake? I forget.
No.
Okay.
I will.
Woo!
I will. God damn it. A round snake is a happy snake. Come on, chat. Foomp.
So it's a very satisfying sound.
I'd be nice.
Because the thing is, I want to make 4 of these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just repeat that action 2 more times. On
I want to put
workstation.
I want to put 2 in the tavern and 2 in the temple.
Absolutely.
It's like, no, this isn't for a specific religion. It's for me.
You know what? Hold on. What stone? Hey, what's that pink stone you got in the walls there? What's that shit made out of? What's the name of that stone? Yeah, that's shit. You gotta back out of this menu to see it. That's kaolinite? Oh, yeah, make it out of kaolinite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go back to there it is, and specify the stone for both of them as cal. There you go.
Yeah. This is great.
There are some really fun, like, it's so weird to be like, there are some fun colors you could find in this game. But every now and then you'll just like, I'll come across like, wow, what a weird shade that this one specific rock is. There are like rare rocks. It's great.
Let's go ahead and add 2 more of these. This is very important. Yeah. Very, very important. Existing image.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a way to do commissions as work orders, but I can never remember. It's like one of those things where the menu is like slightly different for some reason. Yeah. The one curse of having cool, weird colored rocks is like you end up being like, shit, I want to use this for a bunch of stuff, but it's like limited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't work order specific statues. Yeah. That's one of those things where there's absolutely a mod that fixes that, I'm sure.
It's like, I get it, because that's not something most people want to like mass produce, I guess.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird little things in this game that I feel like they could just have dwarves do randomly a bit more often. Like, for instance, decorating armor with images. By default, dwarves like won't do that. But you can order them to make like if you want to make like a nice like set of like silver armor for your king or something, and you're being a player and you're being all like, I want to make something fancy. You can like engrave the armor with a bunch of images as you make it. But Yeah, and if you are mass producing statues, you probably don't care what they look like. Yeah, that's like one of the reasons why that's not a thing, for sure. Because for statues, it mostly just matters what is it made out of and who made it. That's like materially what really matters.
Oh, I think I actually need more kaolinite.
Do you have an scroll down? Scroll down a layer. Scroll down. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. You literally live inside of a giant kaolinite boulder. You're good. Yeah, they're still low on barrels. You have 2 carpenters though. I think it's just a matter of everyone's busy. Oh wait, actually check your work orders. I want to see, are they actually making barrels? That'd be O. Ooh. There you go. They're not making barrels. That's why. Okay.
Make barrels?
Yeah, so yeah, just set wooden barrels. You want to specify wooden because you can make barrels out of all kinds of metal. And it's gonna, wooden barrel. Also, if you want to make barrels out of stone, they're called pots, I believe. Oh yeah, so then you're gonna want to click on that green icon as you did before. And you're gonna want to set this up to loop. So just be like, oh, if empty barrels is less than 10, the suggested conditions. Pretty good here. I think that's a solid one, honestly.
This one right here?
Yeah. It'll make sure you have plenty of barrels for plenty of shit.
Okay, no.
That means you'll have, like, I don't know, 19 empty barrels if no one's doing anything.
Get to it.
But yeah, sometimes dwarves do have preferences. So, like, an image of an animal they like being depicted on something, hypothetically, is of a higher personal value to them. So that would make them happier than it would make someone else.
And actually, now that I think about it, now that we have that image saved, does that mean I could engrave it everywhere too?
Yeah, apparently there is a way to do custom engravings, but it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Someone in chat was describing it earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a thing I know you can do, but I've never, like, done it myself. That said, seeing what your dwarves engrave is really interesting because it kind of gives you an insight into, like, what to them is significant. Right. Like, what that dwarf is thinking of. And a lot of the time it'll be, like, historical events that they think are significant, but sometimes it'll be, like, that one time Urist tripped on a rock and broke his nose. I thought that was funny, so I engraved it on this wall here. And now everyone gets to see it when they're going to work. And I think those are funny. The funniest ones are ones that are events of stuff that happened in your fortress. And sometimes dwarves have this weird thing where like an artist will appear to get, like, fixated on a specific image and event, and they will depict it over and over and over again. Like, that'll be the thing they return to a lot.
Mm-hmm. Also, we got enough church to finish this floor out here.
Hell yeah. Orbular. Actually, there might... Yeah, wait, no, we did... Oh, baby. That's the baby sound.
You got a baby.
A baby happened. Check the notifications.
Baby. Whoa.
Baby. Someone dropped a baby. Let's find out who it is.
It's Stodir
has given birth to a girl.
Rabed Zulaban.
First over here.
Rabed Zulban.
Infinite fractal statue. Well, I know what fractals are. Yeah, so if you click on that, it'll zip you to where the baby was born, which they might not still be at because the game ran for a little bit and the mother is going to be carrying that kid around. Oh yeah, are there dwarven baby sprites yet? I don't know about that. Let's see. You're looking for a miner. So they're in white. They're probably down below in, like, the common area. Oh, I see them. They're bottom right of your screen. They're there. You can see they're flickering between 2 sprites. That's because they're carrying a baby.
Oh,
that's the baby. I guess they don't have baby sprites yet. They're still just adults.
Well, it's like a child, but a little more childish.
Well, it's an adult, but they're naked. The children are just adults wearing red.
Minor cancels construct building, seeking infant.
Yeah, seeking infant. Yeah. So dwarven mothers will just carry their babies around until they hit, like age 3 or whatever, when they can kind of walk and exist on their own. Which is really funny, because they will carry that baby literally anywhere they need to go, whenever they need to do something.
Oh.
Including if they're in the military. Oh, someone made a masterpiece barrel. Good for them.
Good for them.
You'll get used to seeing those kinds of notifications a lot, because your crafts dwarves will be doing a lot of bulk crafting, and they'll get really good, and they'll start pumping out masterpieces. Ooh. And making a masterpiece makes a dwarf real happy, so that's good for them. They get better at their skill, and they're really happy about it. Yeah, so even if your dwarf is in the military and they have a baby, they will still carry that baby around while they're doing military service.
Did they make those statues?
Looks like it, yeah. They are somewhere in storage. Oh, are they in the that might be in the workshop's inventory. I don't think I see them. Oh no, they're not there. Check your stock.
How do I do that?
It's the stocks. And just statue.
Oh, they didn't make it.
Did I make it? Oh wait, are the work orders still there? Check the work order screen. That's a different screen. Oh.
Okay, let me try it one more time. So, statue. Make rock statue. Out of kale.
May not have been ordered yet. Yeah, you can also, I think if you check the general orders, it might also be there, but we are doing a work order at this specific workshop, so it's not like a global one. Someone's visiting, a bard.
Oh.
They're gonna sing merry tunes or get into a fight. One of those two. Maybe both. Probably both. I love taverns because sometimes you'll get a world where like there's just a lot of weird freaks who just exist and they get to show up and it's really great.
Okay. What do you mean needs kaolinite?
Wait, pause for a second.
I am paused.
You are paused. Okay, wait. Okay, so you have it. So you scroll down. There it is. Oh, it might be that they're not allowed to use it. Check, go into the work order screen. You want to go to the labors screen. So labor stone use, which is on the top. It's the second set of subtabs. There you go. Look for, so this is an economic stone. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Use in non-economic jobs is, I guess, click confirm on the rightmost check mark. That might have something to do with it. It might be that the labor like standing orders say they're not supposed to, and therefore they don't see it. That might be what's going on here. Also worth checking. You probably didn't do this, but check the workshop itself real quick, because you can actually set workshops to only draw from specific spots. So click on the top leftmost. There it is. That. Okay, no, that's fine then. Okay, that should be blank. That should be as is. They should be able to see it. That's weird. Okay, try again. That might have been the problem. Because this is not normally a stone dwarves are supposed to use for this purpose. Because you're supposed to use it for clay. But in this case, we're using it because it's pink. So. Thank God for existing images.
Okay. So.
Okay, yeah, wait for a second, and someone will... Yeah, that's the old one. Someone will run up and tap the station at some point whenever they get around to, like, thinking about doing the job. And... Oh, yeah, it wasn't a work order ever. It was always just... Oh, wait, was it a work order? No, it wasn't. It was an add task.
All right, buddy.
Okay, yes. You see you got a guy there. You can click on him. See if he's... Or I guess click on his workstation. Yeah, he's making rock blocks right now. He's got to do his daily. He's making blocks out of chalk.
All right, come on. Make the statue. Do it. I want a statue of me.
The snake will get rounder for every moment the statue is not made. Anyway. Hey, Sangre, guess what?
What? Hold on. Hef.
Boing, etc. Something something. God, I wish that were me. Something something.
Goodness gracious.
You did it! You made the barrels! Now do it again every day of your life.
It's a living.
It's a living. I do love the Dwarf Fortress. Oh, Zagreus! Stockpile. You see that shit? You see that spooky ghost in the stockpile? Right there? Bada boom, that's a statue.
Woo!
There you go. They shout out a statue. That was the problem. The problem was you were telling the dwarf, hey, can you make this out of this material? And the dwarf, like, checked their brain and went, wait a minute. God says I can't do that. And they decided not to do it. That was the problem.
I'm not supposed to do that.
Right. All right, so now if you construct a statue in the same way you do like other furniture, so while it's in a stockpile, you can't see the custom like sprite on it because so it's in furniture. Furniture and statue is you, and you can just do closest material because you literally only have one.
So let's put it by the door.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Look at it. Yo!
Yeah.
Yo!
You could hypothetically make a custom sort of sangria sprite for Dwarf Fortress.
Yo!
And just like have a mod that replaces the Cobra women with that
that's
sprite.
that's pretty damn close. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And it's gonna be pink.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pink.
It's gonna be pink.
She's looking a little thin, but hey.
You know what? That's like that's for what's already included in the now. Make 3 more of those.
Make more. Fantastic work of art. Can you make more? Yes, make more. Yes. You could probably there's a lot of stuff you can do with images with like your government. I don't remember all the ways you can do it, but like I don't know if you can customize like your local government's like emblems and stuff, because you can make that the image of your local government theoretically, because that's what those other images are that you have access to. Those are like local government stuff, like your the image that represents your civilization and the image that represents this particular fortress, like that kind of thing. And I don't remember if you have access to customizing that. I think you only have access to customizing that when you embark. So once the game's actually like underway, you can't really do much. Oops, someone's erecting the statue. Here they go. Here it comes.
Ah, yo!
Hey.
Look at that fucking statue.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie.
And also, the kind of neat thing is, if you ever wonder what something looks like in Dwarf Fortress, this is a fun way of finding out. You can just tell your dwarves, hey, you can just describe to your dwarves what it looks like, and they'll make it, and they'll be like, oh, okay. That's what it looks like in the tile set. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and if you inspect it, so this just generally how you inspect statues like that, because you'll click on the construction, and it'll show you what like it's made out of, and the statue is made out of a statue, and then you can inspect that item, and it'll show you the exact description you gave it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you don't commission a statue, that's interesting to look at because it's whatever the hell the dwarf generated.
Take care, Squeak. It's like, okay, this game's amazing. Actually, I can make snake statues.
It's pretty good.
Ah.
It's pretty good. You can make statues of all the snakes and the pigs you want.
Yeah. And
maybe some rabbits. Also, you can make statues of your dwarves, specific people. You can make statues of specific people in ways to taunt them. It's funny. I like.
Okay.
Statues are a good source of player-driven comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And also sometimes a merchant comedy, because every now and then a dwarf will depict something that's really stupid.
Put one here. Put one.
You can put one like in the corner. I think the corners is probably the best.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Temples like taverns got that value from like empty surface area. There's like dance hall space is like a factor. So having like a big clear empty spot is good.
Yeah. There
we
go.
Want to maximize that surface area.
The Church of Warp Snake.
You might be able to change the temple's name if you go into the zone thing. I think you might be able to. I mean, you can give also Sculpture Garden. You can see that's because it's got statues in it. You can change like the literal name of it, but the actual name of the temple, I don't know if you can. You might be able to. Not that button. I think it might be in the spyglass. If it's anywhere, if it'll be the spyglass. But yes, you can. Top right. There's the quill.
Huh.
There you go. That you can change the name of your general purpose temple. So this specific like location has its own name. It's unnamed, but the actual like name of this sort of religious service inside of your fortress you can name. And you'll see it's the same Dwarven name editor.
Okay. So let's see. Order of
Order of Orbs.
Where can I add in like an adjective?
You could do so you have first and second. I don't know where they land here, but first will be an adjective attached to order. That's for certain. I don't know what second will be. Also, it's an adjective, so something like silly. I think silly's in there. Oh, is it? Maybe I don't. Oh, I'm trying to remember all my Dwarf Fortress adjectives. Order the Pink of Orbs. Okay,
hold on.
Maybe the Pink Order. Pink Order of Orbs.
Okay, let's try this again.
Because first adjective modifies first compound. Second adjective modifies second compound. The in of you can't really attach adjectives to, I don't believe.
Hold on. Okay.
This is definitely one of those little systems you'll get a feel for how to get out of it what you want.
Order. See this? Order of the Pink.
Order of the Pink.
And I guess rear compound would be action.
Order
No.
Snake the Pink.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you could do like Pink Snake with a hyphen compound.
So
Maybe. I think. See where that lands if you do like, because yeah, adjectives kind of get added as the, but hyphen compound is just like a hyphen. See, oh, Pink's not in there though, because it's not. Yeah, this one's nouns. Man, I would assume rear compound would work with like second adjective, but I don't think that works.
Pink.
Oh yeah, pink does work with compound though. Yeah, so you could do pink snake.
Fucking.
Pink snake.
Pink snake of orbs.
Oh, what's that in Dwarven? That's Othbemthereth Vavuk.
There.
There you go. There you go. Whatever. You're technically writing in Dwarven in reverse, so that's, you know.
Whatever.
That's kind of the thing you can do though with like your own sort of internal fiction you're generating is that you can just choose to translate the Dwarven differently, right? Or you can say it's like, oh, it's Pink Snake the Order, but it could be like in your own translation, it could technically just be like the big round inflated snake or something like that, right?
Okay, so let's see. We should get a roof going up here.
Yeah. So the way, like I was saying like 2 hours ago or something, yeah, you want to start with a construction, which is going to be a ramp. A ramp. There you go. And just slick one tile of it on the outside wall there.
Just like, boop.
Just,
oh.
Yeah, just boop. Yeah, just one tile. So this will give dwarves access to the walls. They can stand. Oh, there's some wood up there from a tree they cut down. 2 of them. Now they can get it. So that'll give them access, and now that they have access, you can start building a floor up there, and that'll seal that area in.
Okay, and this can be just made out of any fucking thing.
You still have to look at it, but yes.
Well, if it's just for a roof, then it's like...
Yeah, just make sure it's something that they won't have difficulties transporting. So just make sure you're making it out of wood or blocks. You know, just avoid boulders and stuff like that when you have control. Also, they'll make it out of kaolinite if you let them, now that that's been allowed. Yeah, you can just select from the inside, it's fine.
It's like this?
This will be expensive, though, because this is a large area. Yeah, you need 84 units. You don't even have enough 84.
I don't have 84 of anything.
Yeah, you don't have 84 of anything altogether.
Okay. I'll work on it as I go.
Yeah. Generally speaking, it is much more difficult to build up in Dwarf Fortress than anything else.
What do you mean? What?
14 building? Not really. Oh, the ramp's not there yet. They don't have access. They literally do not have access because the ramp's not done. You gotta finish the ramp first. Yeah, they're saying there's no access because there's no point A to point B. Okay, now there's a ramp.
So that's what that is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you hit the hotkey that turns on the ramp indicators at some point. That's what all the triangles are.
Oh, okay.
It's in the top right next to the minus sign. It's like the triangle. There you go. You can click on that. It's R.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's try seeing if we can... How much...
Now it should work. Now it should work, yeah.
Sure, that's not right.
It's BNF. There you go. Okay. You have lots of blocks. Lots of blocks to pick from. I definitely recommend blocks because you're making the blocks to build constructions like this. So for floors and for walls. Whereas everything else is a crafting material for other stuff, potentially.
Okay. Well, I don't have enough blocks to really do this, so I'll wait until we get more.
I mean, you could throw some wood in there, too. Like you were saying, if you don't really care what it's made out of, necessarily. Wood is also perfectly fine. And, if you want, you can always replace it later.
Yeah. Anyway, I think up here is looking pretty good. I don't know why they're not putting these in the stockpile.
Yeah, don't worry. The boulders will just stay where they are for a long time. Don't worry too much about it.
Whatever, as long as they're fine with it.
Yeah. It's either they stay there or they spend their whole life hauling boulders to a random stockpile. Like, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just have to, like, put up with boulders being places. Eventually, because you have a stone cutting order, eventually dwarves will pick off boulders to turn them into blocks. That's kind of like one of the nice things about having a stone cutting order like that, is they will just sort of get rid of those over time naturally. Yeah. So you got a temple, you got a tavern, you got a little bit of a dining hall there, which is missing a chair on one of the tables. You might want to... You have chairs, by the way, just lying around, so you can afford to slap a... Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! That's like more than enough dining room. Like, literally, if you smooth out that space, that'll be like nearly like a legendary dining room. Dwarves will fucking love it. Dwarves will fucking love it. Yeah, just smooth out that whole area. Make sure the zone also is connected to the walls. So because like the dwarves... Yeah, that's good, yeah. And then go back to your zone tool. Yep. Okay, there you go. That's connected. Because dwarves, when they eat in a dining hall like that, they will receive the thought of, I am feeling blissful after eating in a legendary dining room. And this is definitely one of those spaces where putting engravings all over the place is going to really benefit like how your dwarves feel generally. Because whenever they eat, they're going to favor going here, and they're going to get really good like mood buffs from eating in this place when it's really nice. Like a really good dining hall is one of the easiest things just to like pump out, especially because your fortress realistically only needs one, and the barrier for like being legendary quality is pretty low. Like the qualifications aren't that high.
Let's see.
It's just like, especially if you're willing to, what do you call it? Especially if you're willing to just sort of like take up a lot of space. Like, definitely if you're trying to be like super space efficient, like say you're playing on a challenge map that's much smaller, then sure, you know, you can't just throw square footage at everything and just like call it a day. But considering how much space you have to work with, just making a room really big is a nice shortcut to making it really good.
Whoa. Oh yeah.
Dwarves hate being outside, but they love big rooms.
Cool.
Yeah. And the bedrooms you built, you need to make sure you zone designate them.
Save that game.
Hell yeah. I think I probably got you on seasonal saves, it looks like. That's good. So bedrooms have an auto designation tool, which makes it pretty easy. So as long as these rooms have a door and a bed, they will automatically get like designated as bedrooms. All you have to do is select the bed when you do your box select. So just click on multi in the top left of the tool controls there. There you go. And now just click a big old square that encompasses all of the beds in this area. And you'll see when you click that,
it creates... Walls too?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just need to get the beds, because it's going to automatically select everything for you. There you go. So you see it made perfect little zones, and you see it rejected some beds. And the reason it did that is because they don't have doors.
That's whatever.
Yeah. But there you go. You made 9 bedrooms right like that. So that's like, this is the fastest way to do beds for zone designation. You can already see there's a dude sleeping in there. They don't need it to be designated, but if it is, then it is a bedroom, and it's not just a bed they sleep in, you know?
This is my room.
Yeah. And yes, the zones overlap. And yes, that does reduce the value of those bedrooms. However, your common dwarves don't care that much, right? Their standards are really low. Once overlapping walls and shit become an actual problem, that's for nobility, and you're gonna put your nobility in like a condo apartment somewhere, and you don't have to worry about them. That's usually how that goes. And right now you have no nobility, so you're fine.
Let's see.
That's a fun problem to deal with later. We got a buck rabbit. Someone's pet rabbit grew up.
Oh. Human mace man, it's raining. Blocks are done. So
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
so now that like this place is looking pretty sweet,
Yeah.
do we want to be adventurous?
You could start So you could start digging some stuff up. I think a nice sort of material motivation for mining is learning how to process ore. Because you've already got some hematite. So you've already got some iron you can produce, which will help you make pickaxes, which will help you get more miners working, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they can start doing more mining to get you more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably don't want to mine on layers where you're living necessarily, just so you don't tear the place up too much, and you have to.
Oh no, that's
deal
what
with all
like I was thinking of like going down a little
Oh,
more.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, there are. So by default, the default world generation makes ores really abundant, so you don't have to worry too much about looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're good. And yeah, I don't really have any guidance as to how you should mine necessarily, other than well, you see, strip mining is very efficient, but like whatever. I think a nice way. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you a really useful tool actually. So on this floor, just like go to your stockpile here, pretty much. So open up the mining tool, which is on M. There you go. Now, you'll see if you press N, you'll open up an extra set of options for the mining tool.
Oh.
So the first set of those is the stuff that's interesting here. Specifically, auto mining. So what this does is it will automatically identify ores that you've selected, and your dwarves will mine out the entire vein. Even as they're uncovering it, they will designate new mining orders dynamically.
Ooh.
Until they've mined out all of the ore that you've designated. They can uncover new veins of ore, different kinds of ore, and they won't automatically select those, but they will mine out the original vein you selected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just
it's really nice. So if you just pick that and then pretty much just click on all of the walls here. So just like go all the way to the top right of your little storage thing or your top left or whatever.
like right here.
Yeah, and then go all the way down to the bottom right.
Right here.
Bottom right, like actually the full thing on the other side.
Just select the whole thing.
Okay. Whole thing, and then if you click this, you'll see it'll highlight in green. Those are all the ores in the wall. Keep in mind, this thing accepts kaolinite as an ore, and that's what makes up a lot of these rock layers here. So it's probably going to dig up a lot of that. But you can see all the green highlighted stuff. If you mouse over it, you'll see all the different kinds of ores. There's some coal in there. There's some gems. There might have been some hematite in there. But so now, if you unpause, you get back out of the tool because you're pretty much done with it now. At least for now.
They're just gonna
Your miners are going to get to work.
They're just gonna mine up all the juicy shit.
Yep. You see how your dude in the top is uncovering new stuff and is designating new shit, and how the mining area he's mining is expanding beyond that little border.
Huh.
He's following an ore vein there.
Just like when you find like a fucking iron vein in Minecraft.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, I want more of that.
It be mining. Ooh, look, you already uncovered some gems in there. Neat. I think that's a low tier gem. That's probably like Adventurine or something. Oh yeah, by the way, a shortcut to value. If you want to get shit from merchants, gems. Gems is good value. Gems is like the best value. If you just are like they're pretty plentiful, and if you train up like a gem cutter to be really good at cutting gems, you can, jewels. They're jewels. We are dwarves. You know how this works.
It's fucking it's cash money.
It's cash money. Although Dwarf Fortress doesn't have money because one of the Tarn brothers tried to add money and he ended up researching economics and in the process learned that money is bullshit and kind of ruins everything. So money is not in Dwarf Fortress.
So it's just a barter economy.
It's really funny.
It's like
There's
by researching economics to add money to a game, I realized economics is bullshit.
it's like the same reason why gender's not in the game is because to actually add gender into Dwarf Fortress would take so much work because gender's so complicated. It's pretty great.
Also, yes, yes, mini Lego man, I do have big titty.
They're quite large.
I am quite large.
I'm also very small, although I'm not really to scale right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got 8 people. We got 8 dwarves who are just fucking jazzed to be here.
Oh yeah.
It's the fucking they'll love
Yeah,
this shit.
that's the good drink. That's the good bedrooms. That's like, I don't know. Their clothes aren't rotting off their bodies yet. Oh clothing. Oh clothing. Don't worry about clothing
tourmaline.
Yet. Yeah.
And marcasite.
I think that's a non-economic rock, but it's green. It's a weird green color.
So what does like non-economic actually mean?
So non-economic means it doesn't do anything.
It is
rock.
It is rock.
Rock TM.
You can just make stuff out of it and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah. So the auto mining tool doesn't mine non-economic rock. Non-economic rock is definitely your best bet for like if you need to be building stuff. There's a reason why stuff like the kind of furniture and shit like that is by default designated not to use non-economic rock, because you can say make clay, make metal, you know, by like refining it, make like coke for fuel, and all that stuff. Some economic rock is a bit more advanced in its usage. Like you have flux stones, which is stuff like chalk, limestone. Oh man, is granite one of them? But there are these stones you can use in conjunction with like hematite and like iron ore and stuff to make steel. And those, like, their specific use is for making steel.
So we got some fucking tourmaline.
Yeah, you got lots of gems. There are lots of gems. Actually, wait, rock crystal is pretty good. You can make rock crystal into pure glass.
Ooh.
Which is like a whole thing.
There's some. I could see some more. There's some tourmaline. There's some.
Yeah.
More.
That's the rock crystal.
So now that I see where the gems are, can I use the mining tool and just have it auto on those veins?
Yeah, you can auto mine again because now you've uncovered a bunch of other veins. So pretty much just, yeah, you've already got it still selected. And with this, you don't have to be precise. Just fucking, you know? Because there's probably ores and gems you're not spotting just because there's a lot of tiles to look at. For instance, I notice you've already missed one.
Where?
You notice how you can't see it? That's what I mean. Just bulk select it. We'll reveal them to you. Just kind of select a big area. It's in between the 2 gem clusters you already collected.
Ah.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This is like, it's a good habit just you're playing StarCraft, all right? Just box.
Little boxes.
That'll save you a lot of time. Just turn your brain off and tell your dwarves to auto mine. It's great.
Just find shiny shit.
Yeah, find shiny. Hit it with your pickaxe until it pops out of the rock. And then, you know, repeat. Yeah. Repeat the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, rock crystal, I don't know exactly what the ooh, pink shade. I don't know exactly what the sort of what the process is, but rock crystal you can make into crystal glass, which is like the nicest variant of glass. But it's pretty limited because you can only make it out of rock crystal. And rock crystal is like pretty rare, relatively speaking.
Cool. Okay.
Unlike green glass, which you make from sand, like just sand. If you got sand, you can make green glass, and if you got fuel, you can make green glass. It's insane. That's why people build.
Any way to consolidate some of this shit?
So you can micro what types of rocks are allowed in the stockpile and which stockpiles, right?
Well, I mean, can they like store some of this together or like put it in a barrel or something? Or
No.
These are boulders.
Not in normal gameplay. And I say normal gameplay because there is a funny dwarven trick. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't really use it.
We have so much booze.
Yeah, you're doing all right. You're doing pretty much fine. I think you literally don't have enough space to fit all the booze, which is a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have. So there's a trick you can do, and this is pretty universal across all of Dwarf Fortress, but there are ways to make more objects than are normally allowed by the AI occupy a single tile. Theoretically, an infinite number of objects can fit in a single tile. However, the game will not like naturally create those scenarios unless the player kind of does something weird. And one of the ways to do that is to use a minecart. And so what you can do is you can set a dwarf to transport an object via a minecart. And it could be like one tile long, basically. Mm-hmm. And what'll happen is the minecart will dump its contents at the end of the track. And all you have to do is set that one little area to be a stockpile, which means when the minecart dumps them onto that tile, the dwarves go, oh, this item is in its stockpile. I don't need to touch it. And what happens is you can just tell dwarves to put all of this shit like in this like minecart and continually dump it onto like this one tile. So you can have like 5,000 units of rock in a single tile.
I see.
It is technically an exploit, but it has been in the game for like 10 years. So
whatever.
There's a lot of stuff like that in Dwarf Fortress, which you can choose to use or not. Like atom smashers and stuff like that. Which sometimes, and the weird thing about Dwarf Fortress is like some of that stuff is like, oh, well, that's some kind of weird exploit. But also the devs clearly like understand when it's like, oh, this is a thing, like players like this interaction. So we're not just gonna like get rid of it, but like they actually kind of work it into it is like a mechanic. Because with atom smashers, which are Adam Sandler, atom smashers are drawbridges. So when a drawbridge lowers onto the tiles that it's like designated to lower onto, if there are items underneath the drawbridge, it will delete them.
Oh.
Outright delete them. This includes people.
Oh, no.
So a way for you to get rid of garbage is to either dump it in lava or create an atom smasher. You basically make a trash compactor. This becomes really useful when you have a big fortress and you're trying to manage clothing. God, they need to fix that. The clothing is... I'm tempted to like download a mod that removes clothing degradation because like I like the logistics of clothing. I honestly really do. But when you get a huge fortress, there is no easy way to dispose of clothing. That's like the annoying thing. You have to manually do it. And when you have so many dwarves and they have socks and they have shoes and they have pants and they have a shirt and they have underwear and they have a hat and they have their other hat and they have the hood that goes over their other hat and they have their shawl and they have their gloves and they have their gauntlets and they have their leather cape, and it's like, there's 200 of you and you all have all these items and I have to throw them out because you're all stupid babies. You don't have to throw your own clothes out, you fucking idiots. That part sucks.
So once I've auto-mined everything I can, then I can just start doing normal mining until I uncover stuff that looks
or move down a layer. Either or. I will say, a little FPS optimization thing. Do not do the like Minecraft thing where you like dig out an entire chunk. Because that can really like lag your game, because when there's those big open spaces, particularly like underground where there's flat nothingness in them, the game has to run a lot of calculations on all of that space for like pathfinding and like temperature and all that stuff. So like do not mine out an entire layer. I've done that a lot because I'm crazy, but I recommend you avoid doing that because it'll increase the longevity of your fortress.
So mine down, not outward.
Yeah, pretty much. kind of like the space you've carved out here, and then you did this like the auto mine a couple times, a couple iterations, right? Until it's like, oh, okay, it's not really yielding anything else. Like this pattern, it's a pretty decent way of doing it. It also means you'll keep digging down deeper, which means you'll eventually hit some caves. You'll find caves and fun stuff too.
Like
that stuff's cool.
Monsters.
Maybe some friends. There are friends down there.
So again, how does the stairs work again?
Okay, so just click that stair tile to start there, and then just scroll down as far as you want the stairs to go. Yeah, there you go. Wait, hold on. You re-clicked. Go back.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Just let them do that. It'll be fine. You only need to go down one layer right now, anyway.
A new world is open for us.
Yippee!
So now I mine out an initial area, just so they can actually move.
And as you mine these areas out, you're kind of giving yourself new places to slap down some new like workshops and stuff.
Yeah.
New places for industry. If you're ever like, I need a place to process gems. Well, here you go. Here's a spot. I need to take a bathroom break real quick.
Do that.
So I'll be right back. I'm a very fast pisser. The toilet's like right there. It's great. And I wash my hands so fast. I'm so experienced. And I'll be right back. Smile. Hold on. I gotta press the button that makes me stop talking.
Yeah, let's see what we find down here. Got some rocks, some cool looking rocks. No, it doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing of note here, so let's keep digging. Until we find some cool shit. Ooh, okay. I found something. Like we found some jam. No, that's all you found.
Are you winning?
Found some gems and stuff.
Yeah. I think a nice start to sort of learning how to compartmentalize your industries could be to set up a sort of gem processing section.
We can do it down here.
Yeah. So gems are really good value, and in my experience, it feels like it's a decent idea to just have a guy whose job is just to do gems, right? Mm-hmm. Particularly if you already have a good gem cutter around. Jeweler is what you're looking for.
Just put it right over here.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing that's going to be important here, and why I think this is a nice, simple way of sort of figuring out how to make industries, compartmentalized industries, specialized locations for these stuff to be done, is because you're going to need 2 stockpiles for this. Just 2, because there's only 2 types of items here. You want raw gems, uncut gems, and cut gems. And they could be really small, basically 2 by 2 each, and put them literally touching the jeweler. Literally touching it. Okay. Real small. But yeah, you have to hit the actual, there you So you do one on one side and hit accept, and then one on the other side and hit accept.
So gem. How do I?
So you're gonna want to specify. So go into custom. So you've already selected gem, which is good. And you hit custom, and this is where you get specific. And you're going to want to remove pretty much everything except for rough gem. So rough gem is good. So yeah, so you're okay. The way this menu works, the rightmost column, all or none. You see all the all or none buttons?
Oh,
That's
right.
that does it on that column. There you go.
So only rough gems in this pile.
Yeah, I am a cute bun. Hello.
Woo!
I'm so cute.
Okay.
I need to
that's
make
the
sure
rough gem pile.
So that's the rough gem pile. So now you're gonna want to make another one. Also a 2x2. Because here's the thing, gems are real tiny, and a big wooden bin fits a lot of gems, and 4 wooden bins is gonna fit a whole lot of gems. So you don't need a very much space to work with here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're pretty much gonna do the same thing here, except you're going to remove rough gems and also rough glass. At that.
Do you want to remove cut stone?
That doesn't matter. That's stone cut like gems, which you would only ever do manually. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like you can actually have a jeweler in training cut stones into gems as like training, but don't worry about that.
So do we want to assign someone for this, or is someone just gonna pick it up?
So yeah, click there. No one has any gem stuff. So let's see here.
Does someone want to have gem stuff?
You go to the expedition leader.
I don't know. They're
just kind of like
they're so
just
busy.
kind of like your leader.
They're always managing stuff.
Yeah, but there's times when they're not, right? And this gives them something to do when they're not doing that.
Yeah, pick up a hobby.
Yeah, pick up a hobby. But if you get a migrant or something who is like a jeweler or a gem cutter, you can swap them right in, basically.
All right.
So I think I'm being bonked. SMH.
You are being bonked, it seems.
Mm.
I like gems. I like shiny things.
Bonked. Dude, shiny things. I love them. Okay, so you've got your stuff selected. So now you're going to want to go back to your other stockpile and make sure gems aren't in there. So you have your like main stockpile up at like your general level here. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you got gems in here. So you just want to gonna select the if you just like click the stockpile, like the naked stockpile like tile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go into custom.
Go to gems.
Go to gems and just disallow all. So that column, yeah. Middle, there you go.
Move
so
that shit.
Your dwarves are gonna like wake up and they're gonna move all the gems and it'll be okay.
Okay.
This way, so one of the reasons why having gems organized in particular is important is because you want to avoid having different types of goods stored in the same bins together. Specifically because it makes trading with merchants a pain in the ass. Like a real fucking pain in the ass. Because the way you trade is per bin. You can trade per individual item in the bin, but you shouldn't do that, right? All right, so you see they've already brought over that stuff. So now you're going to want to set a work order, and I recommend don't worry about setting it for the workshop itself. Just do a general one. I think generally speaking, you should, especially if it's something that you want your dwarves to always be doing, and it doesn't matter where they do it. So you're going to want to set cut gem is the verb and the noun. And there you go. And then, so yeah, just set them to do like, as long as there are rough gems greater than 10, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. So this way there's a limit. They won't like, so now your expedition leader won't be doing this forever all day, but they will eventually finish because you're probably not going to be gaining gems as fast as you're going to be cutting them unless you're doing a lot of hardcore mining, like all the time. See? We're doing well. We're learning about gems.
We're learning about gems.
We're learning about gems.
Kid down here just hanging out. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, kids do a lot of chores, and the primary chore is hauling. And whenever a kid finishes their job, they kind of just return to their default state, which is playing pretend. And they won't like return to a spot to do that. They will just do it wherever their job took them.
I see.
So yeah, you will, as you unearth more gems, and as your jeweler here cuts more gems, they will gain more experience in cutting gems, and they will get better at it. They'll get faster at it. They'll produce better cuts, which will increase the overall value. And eventually, you'll be able to like throw a box of jewels at a merchant and take all of their shit. Also, jewels are light, which makes them even better for trading because weight concerns are
no migrants.
Thing. Hopefully, you'll get more migrants because this should increase your wealth.
Like, yeah, come on, like, we got this cool tavern, we got
sometimes
statues.
Dwarf Fortress just kind of does this. It's a lot of factors relating to like your civ and like the world state, and sometimes it just won't give you migrants. It's a little weird, but eventually it'll come back around.
Let's see if we can find some more here.
Yeah.
Let's just do little chunks at a time.
Chunks. Yeah, like my gem cutters in most of my fortresses, my gem cutters are like always a main character dwarf. Like they so often become like one of my main characters. Like, like guy I personally follow and pay attention to a lot. Because like for me and the way I personally play the game, gem cutters are like you only need like one of them, maybe two of them, right?
Ooh, there we go.
So and they're really valuable like to the working of your fortress. So they kind of naturally become like these significant people. Like my gem cutters end up being like my mayor a lot. Or they end up being like some other significant like nobility, that kind of thing.
Let's see.
Or they make cool legendary shit and like it's fun. I don't know. It's great.
What are some of these other options?
So these are variants of the auto tool, basically.
Oh, so it's like if I want to only mine one specific type of gem.
Yes. And those tools are not automatic. They are just like mine what I can see. That's what those tools are about. Just mine what I can see, and that's it.
This kid's playing pretend on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, if you build a garbage compactor, you need to make sure you build it in such a way where there aren't kids playing in it all the time.
Don't play in the garbage disposal.
The trick is to make a garbage chute. So that no dwarf ever actually goes near it, but there's a big shaft in the middle of your fortress that drops down to this like basement layer, and that's where the fucking compactor is. That said, those have garbage compactors, especially when you have a big garbage chute. Garbage compactors can become capital F fun sometimes. I have accidentally created an explosion of shoes because the garbage compactor was in the wrong state when a bunch of dwarves threw their shoes out. And then I was like, oh, fuck. And then another dwarf I didn't realize was going to go flip the compactor back open. And it ended up turning the garbage compactor into a catapult, which shot out a geyser of tattered old shoes up the center of my fortress through the garbage chute, pelting many dwarves with shoes flying at an unreal... Oh, those are really valuable gems. You can tell by their shape.
So the bigger the gem, the better.
Yeah, basically. Gems, you can tell very clearly. They are categorized by shape. The shape categorizes their value or whatever, So yeah, be careful. I accidentally made a shotgun that shotguns all of my dwarves with random fucking garbage.
Whoops.
It was very funny. Not the most violent thing I've done to my dwarves by doing one last click.
More.
Okay.
Rubies.
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 My boy. Wait, wrong guy.
No, that's him. That's more shoe.
No, my boy is Harkinian.
Oh, right, yeah.
My boy is Harkinian, yeah.
Oh,
I should play that. I should play that fan port of the CDI games. Oh, it'd be such. I've been meaning to do that for so long.
It makes it.
I've been meaning to do that for so long.
Somewhat playable.
The fan port actually makes it kind of playable. Also, it makes King Harkinian like playable too for some reason.
Huh.
And they give him a dumpy ass when he climbs the ladders. It's very funny. Playing those games is wild because it's like you see so much material that like never made it to YouTube poops because it wasn't part of like those like 1 or 2 uploads of all the cutscenes that people had back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many characters that are like gold mines of content that like no one's touched on.
They're just fucking weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of them.
Like the guy who's like that the one weird like naked guy who is like, oh, I'll upgrade your sword, and then he like smashes it with the hammer. He's like, oh, look what I did, and he just like points it and fucking fires a laser beam and blows up a rock. And he's like, nice. It's like, what the fuck is happening? He's like, There's so many fucking just weird freaks in that game. It's so good.
There's also like the weird fisherman guy.
Yeah. Oh. And the pig guy.
Oh, we know. I know about the pig guy.
The pig guy.
The pig guy's pretty well known.
Yeah, and then there's like I don't know, the weird like filth goblin dude, the big troll guy.
Oh,
what's that guy's name?
Oh fuck, I forget. Glutko, that's his name.
Glutko. When did they put in that guy in it? Oh my god. I know this is like a Waluigi moment, but like I would love to see Nintendo actually do CDI like callbacks.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. They want those games to like never exist.
That's the thing though. It's like we are at that point where it's like, who cares? Right? Like, who cares? It's like who cares? Those games were awesome. Like we are well past like we are in such like a post-irony world that like I unironically love these games and I would love it if Nintendo like gave a shit about them. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there's like weird rights shit with those. Like no, like for sure. For sure there is, right? Like with like Philips or whomever. Actually, were those? Because Philips just. Because people are always like, oh yes, the Philips.
Well, the devs are the ones who rented out the rights.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's like
it might be those characters might all belong to Nintendo after that.
They absolutely do, at least in part, for sure, right? But even then, you have like you might have some like weird legal shit with redistributing, like the character images without particular. Like something about like the kickback that the original devs got for using the license might still be in effect, and of course Nintendo wouldn't want to pay anybody, you know. Even if those devs don't exist anymore, which is probably the real problem because Nintendo could buy anyone out if they wanted to.
It's just that they don't exist, so therefore the rights are in limbo.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. These games are great though.
Yeah. They have a certain charm to them.
They absolutely do. Playing them, but you know. Also the Hotel Mario, throw that in there too. Yo, I need to, alert. Trade caravan.
Oh. Also,
trade caravan. Okay, so
just weather, baby.
Yeah, it's your civilization has come to visit.
Oh, I see.
And this is like the mountain home sending a caravan to you.
Oh, cool.
Which is good. So you should have some gems. They're not going to be packed in barrels or boxes yet because they're probably still sitting in the workshop, but that's not a big deal. All right. So you want to head up to your trade post, which is all around the bottom surface.
Do we need to open this up?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you're fine. They can get in there. So first of all, you're going to right click to get out of the mining tool. All right. So pause your game. Just pause and click on the trade post and open up its interface.
Wow.
So first click broker requested at depot. So your broker's asleep. Don't worry about it. Just click requested at depot so they'll show up when they need to. And then move goods, the top button. This will let you bring your stuff to it. So you're going to want to go...
Bins?
Bins, I think.
Because that's where the gyms are in.
Yeah, I don't know. I was visually looking. I don't know if they've... Oh, you have a gem bin. See that? So I think those are your raw gems. It's at the top of the list. Right there. Pearwood. It's in the Pearwood, sand Pearwood bins. You scroll past it, it's gone! Also there, too. You have these, yeah.
I gotta...
If you click on them, it'll show you their contents, so you can see if they're cut or not.
That's right.
Those are uncut ones. You don't want to sell the uncut ones. So go back up to the top. There were 2 other gem bins. Yeah, right there. In the almond section.
Oh.
Those are cut. Ooh. Oh. You see how it's like 2K, about 2K Earths? Way more than 2K, maybe, judging by those. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Keep in mind, these are estimates. Your broker is a little stupid. So those might not be accurate. Okay, so scroll back up so you can click on both of these. Actually, check the other bin, too, just to make sure those are cut.
That's a fucking treasure.
Make sure that second one is cut, too.
That's
those
right.
aren't. Okay, so just bring the one bin. Just bring the one.
Check it.
Literally, yeah, just check that box. And that's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you need. This is the shit you're selling today. And you can unpause now. So someone's going to go retrieve that bin. It's going to be a hauling action. And you should see the merchants show up. They shouldn't have a caravan, so they should be able to fit through that door plenty fine. Ooh, and you have a diplomacy action with that blue button up top. It's your outpost liaison. They're saying hi.
Let's discuss your situation.
Yeah, so this information's either going to be nothing or useful. We'll see.
There's much
to share. Yeah, okay. So this is just like what civilizations are doing what, which you're not thinking about that right now, so you don't have to worry. So here is where you can select specific items that you want them to bring next year for you to buy.
Okay.
I don't really have any recommendations right now. Check their animals, actually.
Aminals.
Animals. It might be under cages. Pets. Oh, it's pets. Sorry, it's pets. It just you scroll back up. I think you passed it. Pets. There you go. I don't think. Yeah, unless you got like pigs. If they got pigs, pigs are good because pigs literally don't eat. You can keep them in your fort. Oh wait, no, they did. I saw sow. Boar and sow right there. Just click those in.
Bring me pigs.
You can literally just have your pigs live inside your fortress, like in an enclosed space. It's pretty great.
I love it.
You can breed a population of pigs, and they can just hang out.
And then you get meat.
Yeah, or pets, or both.
So, anything else?
I don't really have any recommendations because I think you're doing all right. Like, there's nothing you don't have any long-term goals like in mind right now. I think this is fine. This will be fine. Like any other stuff I can think that you might want. Oh yeah, and there's a markup for requested stuff.
Whatever. I got tons of gems.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So they're not going to have this now, of course. They're going to come next year. By the time you've already forgotten. Right. And next year they're going to want crowns and hats.
So they'll give me a big bonus on.
Yeah. So like one of the ways you can play this game is by producing the goods that your civilization requests. That's one of those sort of like little objectives you might want to set for yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't have to, especially if you're in the gem industry. It doesn't really matter that much, right? But just generally speaking, kind of making crafts is the thing dwarves do, right? Stuff that's not necessarily useful, but has decent value. You know? That's the kind of thing where it's like, what is my end goal? I don't know, man. Make little souvenirs.
make little statues of pigs.
Dwarves love that shit. Dwarves love that shit. Our king loves that shit. Okay, so that was your liaison, and now the trade caravan is still approaching the trade post. Yeah, they're crossing the river. Oh, are they?
Oh,
wait, hold on.
Hit a button.
Can they cross that river? Go back to the river on the bottom right. Can they cross that? I think they can. Your liaison got to you. Yeah, wait, head to the river. The river. Oh, it's a creek. Okay, yeah, they can cross that. Never mind, you're good. That's passable terrain. They're fine. Actually, yeah, you can see one of the guards of the thing is right there. Oh, it looks like they're unloading? Yep. No, wait, are they? I see some horses in there. Yeah, okay, yeah, they are unloading. There's like some pants and shit. So if you check the menu, you can see if it looks like your broker is there. think I recognize that spray. Yep, they're there. If you hit trade, you can see if they're ready. Yep, they're ready. All right. So, you can see, look, it says it's at like 5,000 is the new estimate for your gems. So, just like literally click the bin, like the whole bin, just offer the whole thing for now. That said, it might be a good idea just to give them a gift of gems, but don't worry about it.
I mean, it depends. We can leave them a tip.
Yeah. So let's see here. Ooh, some instruments. Oh, those are expensive. Honestly, that grün glass grün, is a nice, simple little instrument. That could be a nice thing to grab. You can put that in your tavern and they can play music.
Yeah.
Ooh, the water skins. Water skins are actually pretty good. That's good for your military.
Rope.
You don't really need rope. I mean, rope is nice and all, but and the metal is in way too few quantities for you to like have any use for it. The toy boats, honestly, yeah. Your kids are gonna love that. Just don't buy the really expensive. Don't buy that. Don't buy the Xbox. that's a dwarven Xbox. You don't need that.
Wait, what?
Do you see the value on that mini forge?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fucking Xbox, is what I mean.
I see.
I love the concept. This is like my own personal thing. I love the concept of the dwarven Xbox. It's just a really valuable children's toy.
We have buckets, we got axes and weapons.
Ooh, okay, so tools are definitely something you're gonna want. Ooh, the Iron Warhammer looks kind of nice. I'd say the Iron Warhammer, the cheapest pickaxe they got, because pickaxes are all the same function. They don't really have any difference in the material. Just the cheapest one. You don't need that many. Let's see. Maybe an extra axe. The cheapest axe they've got is the iron one.
Yeah.
Is it just so you can have another axe for another woodcutter? Bismuth bronze breastplate's not that bad, actually. You could have a military guy slap that on. Ooh, the bucklers. Definitely pick up both of those. You have so... Oh, yeah. Okay, the top steel helmet, but not the other one.
What the fuck is...
It's embellished. It's embellished. It's got, like, gems in it and stuff. They got like engravings of pigs on it.
I see.
Don't worry about the cap. The gloves, though. Ooh, dwarves do like to wear gloves, so some lucky dwarf is going to get some gloves.
Some chests, some bags.
Bags are good.
So this is
I would say
this is like bulk stuff, right?
No, this is just stuff that comes in bags. So the bags, most of these are empty, except for the 2 sand ones. I recommend picking up some of these bags. Focus on some of the cheaper ones. Bags are a very useful item, and they can be kind of a pain to... Yeah, pick up the sand too, might as well. But like, they can be kind of a pain to make because you need like leather and cloth, which you may prefer to use on clothing, which is going to be a little bit more immediately important.
So
for your
like, what's too rich for not that fucking... What the fuck?
Yeah, not
is
those. None of the triple digit ones, honestly, because you can see... Okay, so in the bottom left of this menu, you can see your current the current value of what you're trying to buy, as well as the trader's profit. Mm-hmm. If it's green, that means they're willing to accept the trade. So you want to make sure that number is green. And you can see that the current profit is 3k urists, which is still pretty fucking good. So you've got some wiggle room. Once that number turns yellow, though, that's your cutoff, where you can't really get anything more from them.
Mm-hmm.
A box of cloth is pretty good. It's expensive, though. It's pretty good, though.
Could we just buy all this? Could we just buy all the stuff in the box?
No, it'll be the same.
Okay.
The box barely adds any value. It's just that the way it rounds up and down is different because your broker's a little stupid.
Stupid.
Your broker doesn't do math well yet. Merchants and stuff, like those kind of skill sets are one of those things you can't really train. You kind of just gotta get a guy who's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You can train like stockpile, like inventory stuff just by doing it a lot. Oh yeah, you still have a lot of headroom there. I would say just take one. Yeah. Just because you're not like actively using cloth right now.
It's nice to have.
Leather's cheap as fuck. Leather's cheap as fuck. Fucking buy it. Also, they got Yeti leather!
Yo, I got fucking Yeti leather!
No, someone killed a Yeti. Fuck yeah. You can make a Yeti leather hat. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of these. You probably don't need too much more than what you've already picked out. Cloth is like one of the most plentiful things they usually bring.
Let's see here.
Ooh, you don't really need meat, do you? You've got fish, but...
Ooh, hamster brain. Giant hamster brain.
Mm-hmm. They got prepared ant brain.
How the fuck? Is it like
Not a giant ant, just ant. Just ant.
What the
Literally just ant. Yep. Uh-huh. That'll be 10 urists, please. Honestly, the plump helmets, no. Nah, you're good. I'm looking at your numbers. You're good on plump helmets. Ooh, you know what? Buying these like random leaves and fruit can be pretty good because it adds variety to your alcohol. They're going to make alcohol that isn't plump helmet line, and it's just going to naturally enter your pool of booze. And dwarves, when they eat too much of the same thing, they get like depressed. They drink too much of the same old booze. So by adding a couple of these things in there, they will naturally brew that like from those plants. Ooh, thread. Ooh, the thread. Actually, grab all that thread. Snatch all that shit. Oh, you still got room to go. Okay. Let's do a loincloth. And a spiked copper ball.
Cheese!
Oh, pig cheese. They got pig cheese.
Gross.
Don't ask dwarves how they milk a pig.
I mean, you technically could, guess.
I think there's real life, like, logistical issues with trying to even do that. Like, there's a reason people don't do that ever.
Do you want to grab the cheese?
You don't really need it. You're
Okay.
good on food. You have so much fish, you're fine.
Splints.
Ooh, the splints. Actually, the splints and the crutches, totally grab those. Totally grab those. Though you never know when you need more of those. Someone's gonna get dropped a rock on their head, and they're gonna need to a crutch forever for the whole life. So
that's about everything.
That's about it.
So do we just want to include the rest as a tip?
Yeah. But actually, you know what? Yes, actually, yeah. Go ahead.
Do I hit trade or offer as gift?
Hit trade. Offer as gift won't make a trade. So that should be good. This will make them really fucking happy. So unfortunately, your trader's really stupid and doesn't have the insight to know how this guy feels. But I can tell you from player experience, this dude is like, holy fucking shit. Oh my god, wait, do you know how much this stuff is worth, guys?
It's like, hey, keep the change.
Yeah, this dude's like, yo, the king is gonna be so fucking jazzed about all these gems, dude. Yeah, giving traders more than what something is worth is a good way to like endear yourself to them a little bit. You don't always have to do that, and you're probably better off giving gifts specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't want to force you to. Dude, micromanaging those inventories sucks, and I'm fine with not encouraging you to do that. You'll be fine though, as long as you harvest more tasty gems from the earth.
Okay, and so that's pretty much good to go here.
Yeah, you're good. That's all you need from those guys. And now your dwarves are going to automatically haul all of the goods you just bought from the trading post as regular old haul jobs. Oh yeah, your booze storage. You might want to expand your booze storage up there in the doit.
Yeah.
It'll make that room a little bit bigger.
We could do that.
Maybe a bit bigger, and then make the stockpile bigger. Yeah, there you go. That you need yeah. Yeah, you can see how it's like the same old booze.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of the same stuff.
And also, if I get more like leaves and seeds and stuff, will they plant more stuff, or they just plant?
You will accumulate some amount of seeds. A lot of that stuff is surface plants that you just got, and surface plants are pretty good, but they're not as like easy. They're not year-round crops a lot of the time.
How do I pick this if it's?
So double click on it. Click on it once to get one of the barrels highlighted, and then if you just click on it again, it'll highlight the stockpile itself. I think either that or click view stockpile. That also works.
And just redraw it.
Yeah, redraw, and then zoop. Ta-da!
More booze room.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, they're immediately like, oh my god, there's so much booze just in the still. We need to empty it. They're immediately like dumping all the excess they had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that a cabbage growing in that storage room to the north? That is a cabbage. There's just a cabbage. Oh wait, scroll up. Scroll up for a second. Scroll up a layer.
Oh, scroll up a layer?
Yeah, up. Yeah. Okay, no, okay, you're good. Oh, wait, yeah, there's a hole there. You see that?
Huh. Oh, is that a
Yeah, so
problem?
when you chop down a tree, it'll do that. That's why there's grass. See the grass that's growing? That indicates, yeah, that there's a hole.
Oh, should I close those up?
You can build a floor on them.
That might be a good idea, because I know flooding's a thing.
Not from the surface like that.
Oh, okay. I thought like maybe if it rains, it'll start like.
It's more of a problem if there's like a vicious macaque trying to like beat somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you don't have a roof yet, so you know. Let me guess, no migrants. I'm seeing that migrant icon over there. Ooh, you got a petition. Uh-oh.
No migrants.
What's this petition? Would you sign it? Oh, hey! One of the bards hanging out your tavern wants to be an extended resident.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yeah, this makes them... They're not properly a citizen, but they will perform lots of little tasks around, and they will have their own little place to stay.
Okay.
And eventually, after like a year or so of staying, they can petition for citizenship. They can become a full citizen of your fortress. This is how you get like non-dwarven people to be members of your fortress too.
Whoa.
Which, if they're a tall, that can be annoying because they can't wear the same clothes, but it's fine.
One of them.
Yeah, totally approve this.
One of them tallies.
Yeah, God forbid a knife ear shows up.
Oh. Praia Hyena, thanks for following.
Yo.
Anyway, yeah, fuck yeah. Cool with that. More babies. No migrants. More booze shit. Bard is visiting and he's staying. Just.
And I guess that alert over there is probably going to be the... Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting some white noise through Discord on your end. It doesn't look like it's showing up on the stream. Oh, there it goes.
I have some fans, so...
That'll be it, yeah. I only just started hearing it. I'm looking at your talk sprite on stream, and it's not wobbling, so you're probably fine.
Yeah. And you know what? I think with that, we can call that a day.
Alright! That was pretty good. Oh yeah, that was like 3 hours, huh? Yeah, we did go offline.
Yeah.
We did go offline. Well, hopefully next time I'm here, I'll be round. Smile.
Yeah.
Round.
I'll be back before Dwarf Fortress at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Monday's kind of our whatever day.
Dwarf Fortress is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
And we're still just learning here.
Please
There's lots of stupid stuff to do.
Yeah, and let me see who's streaming so I can do a raid. Oh, actually, Pan Equinox, who was in here before, is streaming Metroid Dread. So
Yippee!
Cool. So I'll send you over that way.
That's a game about caves sometimes.
Yeah.
There might be rocks in that. I think. Maybe.
And, with that, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for hopping by. Sorry, my computer exploded once doing that. But what are you gonna do?
It's fine.
It's Dwarf Fortress. That kind of happens sometimes.
We call that a dwarf moment.
Take care.
I love this title screen art.